Hey everyone, Andrigats here and welcome back to my channel. Phase 3 of the Legion Remix arrives with this weekly reset and let's take a look at everything that will be available. First of all, we're taking the fight to the brokenshore, so it will no longer be a grey area. You will find new wall quests, an extra emissary that's getting into the mix, new rares and war bosses to defeat. To be more specific, there will be 4 new wall bosses in the brokenshore and you'll be able to take down one each day. They will likely rotate just like the ones in the Broken Isles, and defeating all of them grants an achievement and 1 infinite knowledge point. Speaking of knowledge points, I should mention that in this phase we'll be reaching the cap of 36. After that, any achievement that will normally grant a point will instead reward bronze. Getting bronze isn't really that bad either, since there are many new things that are becoming available with Phase 3. I will show you all the goodies at the end of this video, but for now, let's continue with what else is coming in this phase. Legion Assaults, yes, remember those? If not, these are basically demonic invasions that start appearing across the Broken Isles. While an assault is active in any specific zone, you'll see a fancy green icon indicating that. New wall quests will temporarily replace the regular ones, and the event culminates in a scenario where you face off against a Legion command ship. Completing just one Legion assault will award you with an achievement and 1 knowledge point, and defeating 5 of those will grant you another point. I should also mention that the latter will take a few days because Legion assaults aren't active all the time. They spawn randomly in a zone and last for a few hours. Then you have a bit of a downtime and then a new one will spawn. So yes, if you want to spot one, just be sure to check them up frequently. Moving on, in Phase 3 you'll be able to start the Legionfall campaign and earn the achievement Breaching the Tomb. This particular achievement not only grants a knowledge point, but it's also required to unlock your class mount. If you are missing any of the original class mounts from classes that you didn't play back in Legion, well, now's the perfect time to add those to your collection. And just to give you the general idea, you'll need to complete your Order Hall quest line, then finish all of the quests here on the brokenshore, and then go back to your Order Hall to pick up a new quest. And I'm pretty sure that quest is going to bring you back to the brokenshore to proceed with the mount quest line. I will try and find a guide to have below if you want to check out for each individual class and figure out what the actual steps are. Don't forget that while you do this, while you're questing, you'll also earn passive bronze and gear, so you'll be feeding many birds with one scone. This is actually my ultimate goal here. I'll be working on getting all the OG class mounts in Legion Remix, so feel free to join my streams for more tips as we go. Okay, what else is new? A new zone also means a new faction to grind, and this time it's with the armies of Legionfall. So yeah, time to make the Legion fall in reputation. I cannot help it. Just had to break the ice. Moving that to the side, getting them to Exalted will reward you with 1 achievement, which is part of the meta that unlocks the fel-corrupted Charlemagne, which we'll see in just a bit. But first, let's go over what else is coming. A new dungeon, the Cathedral of Eternal Night, which you can run on normal, heroic or mythic mode, and probably mythic plus too. Only heroic clear rewards 1 infinite point, but if you want to grab all the achievements at once, just go for mythic. You're just gonna save a ton of time. Most of you should be able to solo mythic now, like easy peasy, especially if you have done a lot of raiding, mythic plus, and generally play the shit out of Legion Remix. What else? New raid! Tombofsargeras will also open up, featuring 9 bosses, including the one and only Kill Jaden, the Deceiver. That fight is definitely something worth experiencing again, and if you have never done it before, oh, I'm not gonna spoil you, but you are in for a real treat. Speaking of treats, clearing the raid on any difficulty will grant 1 infinite knowledge point, and you will also earn additional achievements for each difficulty that you complete. As you've seen so far, a lot of new achievements are being added, awarding a lot of knowledge points and bronze. But what's finally becoming available are the corrupted blades of Varian. Yes, we get to loot him. The iconic sword Charlemagne will be available in a fel-corrupted version, both as a 200 sword and split into 2 100 swords. To unlock these 3 appearances, you'll need the achievement The Brokenshore, which requires completing 3 of its sub-achievements. So yes, you don't actually have to do all of them. I've already mentioned these, but here's a quick rundown. Finishing the Legionfall campaign, reaching Exalted with the armies of Legionfall. Yes, make the Legionfall with a reputation grind and clearing both Cathedral of Eternal Night and the tombofsargeras. The final achievement is exploring the brokenshore, which is, well, as easy as they come. Just use your warband map or just simply fly. Okay, that's all the new content coming with Phase 3. Well, unless if I forgot anything, and in that case, well, now's your chance to write in the comments. Obviously, that's not all. Let's not forget all the bronze that you have been piling up. Well, it's finally time to put it to use because the Infinite Bazaar vendors are getting fresh stock. So why don't we take a closer look? Oro sells 4 new pets, scraps, a feral bat, and the 2 bronze dragons from the Chromis scenario. And just a friendly reminder, and this applies to all the cageable pets in this catalog, if you've got extra bronze lying around, consider picking up more than one of these pets. This way you can save them for the auction house once the remix wraps up. And so that said, this is just something that you need to rush right now. We've still got a couple of months of remix play ahead, so you can always circle back to this later. So if, let's say, in phase 4 or 5, if you reach a point where you have already picked up all the available gear, transmogs and mounts that you wanted, and you've still got spare bronze, stocking up on pets is a solid way to spend it. I mean, they have to be cageable, so that means that they can also be sold on the auction house. And who knows, this might just earn you some decent gold down the line. Also available from this vendor is a Paragon toy, specifically from the Wardens you can transform into a Warden, and there is a rare toy from the Brokenshore. Our dear Hemet over here sells 6 mounts in phase 3. These are new, so you might already have them. It's 5 Paragon mounts plus the worm from Mistress Zine. I, for example, have all of them, so GG, no need to spend any bronze here. You will also find 8 more available ensembles to buy from open world activities, and these are sold by the Tauren lady over here. The dungeon vendor sells 4 new dungeon sets, while the raid vendor offers new tier sets from the tombofsargeras raid. And a side note about those tier sets, the preview only shows the mythic version, but in fact you'll actually unlock all difficulty variants when you purchase them. I usually double check this by going to the appearance tab in game, tapping the raid that I'm looking for, in this case tombofsargeras, and checking each class and difficulty. There might be an easier way to do it. Maybe the Legion Remix add-on is also doing that, but I mean, yeah, this is kind of the lazy way to do it, and without having to alt-tab. Now, what I want to point out is that from this raid vendor you can also finally get the Hammer of Vigilance. It's the weapon used by Maiden of Vigilance boss in tombofsargeras, one of the rarest drops in Legion. But now, well, you can just buy it. You'll need 20 fel-warp slabs which drop from Maiden on normal, heroic or mythic. That's right, LFR doesn't actually drop these. It goes without saying, but higher difficulty will actually reward more of these. Aside from the 20 slabs, you'll also need 30,000 bronze. But bronze is actually fairly easy to get these days. And also, another thing about this hammer is that even if you have it on retail, you will still have to buy it here. And if you're asking why, well, because once you do, you can exchange that currency for bronze. It's obviously the same deal with the Zevi's shoulders, and it should be the same with the Scythe of the Unmaker. So if you're farming bosses regularly, you'll actually get even more bronze. Oh, and the clock guy behind the raid tent also sells a new cloak ensemble. Kind of mundane if you ask me, but I mean, it's there if you want it. And that's pretty much everything available in phase 3. But okay, I promise this is the last thing I'm gonna mention. I actually forgot to mention it in my Mythic Plus video, so I'll include it here just in case you didn't catch it elsewhere. There is a hidden feat of strength called putting the finite to the infinite. You unlock it by doing one of 2 things: timing a plus 49 key, or stacking the limits unbound all the way to 999. Yeah, what did you think? That it will be infinite? Nah. Whichever one you hit first, that's your ticket to the achievement. I think it's a cool touch for players who want that extra bit of challenge and maybe a little braggy rights. And yeah, that's pretty much all for now. If there is anything that I failed to cover here, make sure to say that in the comments and tune into my streams. I'll be playing Phase 3 this week, so you can join me live, ask questions and get answers in real time. As always, thank you so much for sticking around until the very end, and make sure to drop a like if you have found this video helpful. Don't forget to subscribe for more WoW coverage and hit the bell to stay up to date. Good luck with whatever you're doing, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!